Okay, here's what we got here. Another project. This here tender, this here's broken. I pieced it back together with some plastic mend. It's a two-part epoxy. And this one here is completely missing, but the wheels were there. So, with this being O gauge, I got thinking I can probably come up with a way of making one. I'm going to order the right parts as soon as I can find who the manufacturer is, but I just want something to put it together. So, I don't know, so it looks halfway decent. So what I did is I went in there and got me one of my cars. I didn't destroy it, I just drilled out the rivet. And took the truck. Then what I had to do, like here's the coupler off the one I'll show you here in a minute. I cut the coupler off, then I took a knife and separated the side frames of the trucks from the cross there, because this has to sit lower because this sits up too high. So this had to be lowered to where the center point will be more in the center of the truck. See how it's sitting down low here? And see how it's sitting up there? So it has to be dropped down because that's the way this one is. So, and there it is. Modification. Hillbilly modification. Now, what's neat about this train is this is the coal car, but it's also, it holds the fuel. I got to figure out how that works. And here's the engine. And it's actually live steam, which means you build a fire in it, you fill it with water, it actually runs under steam pressure. I ain't got it completely figured out. There's some decorative stuff that's loose. It just needs, you can see where it broke at the solder. It's a brass boiler. And it has the bar here that you move. Let me get a hold of it. That you can adjust. You can see it moving. There, that bar there, it's got to do with the reversing, I guess. It's what they call, I believe, the Johnson bar. Here's the back side of it. There's the valve control. And there's where the fuel goes into there. I don't know how to put the water in it yet or anything about that. I do know this thing is really, really heavy. Give you a front shot. I'm going to do everything I can to get it up and going. I've always seen the live steam, but it's so daggone expensive. I mean, I don't have a whole lot in this, and it may need new seals and stuff put in here. I don't know, but I do have a lathe now, a mini lathe that I can take and polish up the cylinders and whatever I need to do once I figure out how to do it. And then, like I said, I'll put this truck on. I gotta trim it up a little bit. Well, I don't know, it's rolling pretty good. I just gotta wait for this stuff to dry. It's almost, it's still setting. I kept it up here so make sure it's sitting. There's no rock in it, and it's sitting. You know, it's not rocking one way or the other. It means it's fairly level. Then I got this at an auction, and it is loaded with drill bits, and they're not the cheapy drill bits either. They're not the cheap ones at all. So what I'm going to wind up doing is taking everything out of these, because right now I got everything all cobbled up. I'm redoing my basement so I can get my bowler down here. But I've been looking for something like this to put all my little electronic parts in, my transistors, resistors, diodes, capacitors, and miscellaneous stuff. And this here is going to work perfect. I think I paid $10 for this whole outfit. And problem is, there's one line down here that don't have needs for it. So I'm either going to wind up cutting this off, or putting a little ledge out here a little bit further and putting, sliding stuff on it, or, I don't know. Just let my mind wander on it a little bit. Okay.